Hi Gemini, and welcome to your December reading. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Midheaven, and or Venus. However, if you are a cross watcher for Geminis, or you just click this video out of curiosity, there's a message in here for you as well, and I hope you hear what you need. Also, do subscribe before you leave, okay? When I was shuffling your cards and as I was laying them out, I just kept coming back to the word void. Like, are you guys avoiding something, or do you feel like there's a void in your heart? Like, you guys tell me also what's going on in the comments section. And as well, I do want to make note that my eyes started having these like shooting sharp pains. So I'm not sure if you guys are having health issues, if your eyes also hurt, like you're having vision problems, you're having problems envisioning your future. I don't know if that is like a stretch, honey, but I don't know. I'm getting something. Like, I am sick, but in these 4 days that I've been sick, I haven't had any shooting eye pain. So I don't know. You guys let me know what's going on, okay? As far as the first week of December, what you can be expecting energetically, what came out for you guys was the Ten of Wands, followed by the Two of Cups, and the World card. Coming into the second and third week of December, potential obstacles, if you haven't already experienced them, are just conflicting energies internally that you might have to deal with, right? You have the Queen of Coins with the Seven of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Now, coming into the last week of December, where you will find yourself, or what you can do to overcome, you have the Six of Wands with the Two of Coins and the Nine of Swords. So you kind of see what I mean as far as like having vision problems or having problems envisioning the future. It's kind of like you guys are titillating back and forth, like in the mind, right? You can't really make a decision. But is some of this like due to your own procrastination, like just lollygagging in general? Here with this Queen of Coins that is in the potential obstacles position, like what is this? Because to some degree, like, you are done with the pain and the heartache, right? And the hardships altogether, right? There's been a cycle complete here. There's been a cycle complete here, and in the midst of it all, what is true is that there is this Two of Cups energy. There is love that still surrounds you, you know? The universe didn't mean for you to feel as deeply as you have felt, right? To be hurting as much as you are hurting. It wasn't supposed to hurt that bad. It was only supposed to be a lesson, you know, at the very least. But I mean, there was no other way for you to get it than to put you through it, because any other type of sign and synchronicities that were trying to be shown to you, again, there was some sense of a void or avoidance of acknowledging the signs and paying attention, you know, and paying respect to them, following what it was that it was trying to show you and or tell you. You know, you weren't following the breadcrumbs here. So the wheel couldn't turn in your favor. You couldn't get what you wanted. Again, for some of you guys, this has already happened. This was like an unexpected change, an unexpected nudge or shift or shove from the universe here. Or it's something that you're still anticipating, like when will it turn in your favor? You feel like you've just been thrown to the wolves in a sense, right? But I mean, it's on its way to you as well. The Six of Wands can also be positive because it can speak about regaining power, or better understanding like what your power is, right? After the Five, and you understanding what your limitations are, what your advantages are. And just learning how to work with them and use them as your strengths as well, like knowing when to pull kind of like the rabbit out of the hat in a sense, right? This is also understanding the importance of being in the public eye, all about notoriety. So if you know that you want to be that type of person, that energy does surround you by the end of the month. where if you were to put in some more dedicated effort, being a little bit more authentic here as well with the Queen of Coins energy, then you can see better results as far as people acknowledging you and you getting that external validation, because that's also what the Six of Wands can be about. And I know that this reading is just like a little crazy because I'm not going line by line, right? Or row by row. But I'm just saying it as I am seeing it or hearing it, right? And experiencing it. I do feel like to some degree things are coming from all different angles here with this Seven of Swords. Information is coming in from different angles, perspectives, viewpoints. This can also be your own thoughts that you can't hush, right? It can also be the fact that you feel like you are in this void or this dark space is because you're not taking the appropriate calculated risks, right? Because the Seven of Swords can sometimes be a questionable risk. It's not a benevolent card, nor is it a malevolent card on its own. It's through your actions as far as the results that you get, if that makes sense, right? So if you know that you've been doing something shady or your intention was shady, then the outcome is never going to necessarily be positive because of that, right? So it's all about like intention setting, being more intentional, being more purposeful. Again, also being more authentic as far as the actions that you're taking are concerned, so that you can yield better results, so that you don't have to feel insatiated or unsatiated. I don't know how to really pronounce that word. But again, it's kind of like a bottomless pit. That's kind of what I'm getting here in a sense. Like a thirst that can't be quenched, because I do have like a really dry mouth as well. I feel like you guys just aren't getting the nourishment that you actually need. And this can also be like, again, on a health level, because the Queen of Coins is here, and coins is all about like internal health and wellness, right? Which you also get with the color green. It speaks on like the heart chakra. So are you guys having heart problems? Are you guys just like not eating the right things? You're not putting the right things into your body, which can also affect your mind. I used to always think that like, I don't understand why people eat animals, because at the end of the day, I feel like to some degree, when we consume the food, we exhibit some of those same behaviors of the animals that we are consuming. So if you eat catfish, for example, and I feel like I'm just like stretching this shit, like my imagination is just vast, but I feel like there is still some validity in this, so just work with me, right? But like if you eat catfish, for an example, which are known to be bottom feeders, then you have a bottom feeder mentality, right? You'll eat anything as far as information is concerned, so you'll believe anything. You're more gullible in that sense, which can also be the case here. You're not really able to think clearly. You're not being smart, right? Con artist type of energy, that's what I'm getting here. Easily manipulated. Or taken advantage of, right? By way of you not being able to form your own opinion because you are constantly immersed in and overloaded with information, which isn't unlike you guys being Geminis, because you are, as I always say, the street rats. You like to be in your external environment, in your surroundings, and like being up to date with what's going on in the news and what's going on in other people's lives, and always having like a basis to go off of, kind of like using other people as models for the type of behavior that is pretty much acceptable in your eyes, then by way of which other people are doing things or how they've done things before. Like, okay, if they've done this, then this is okay for me to do, as long as the people that I care about aren't being hurt in the process of me accumulating potential wealth or again, taking opportunities and the like. So I feel like there's something at play there. But outside of that, like I'm thinking like mad cow's disease as well as another example. So like if you eat a lot of beef, you know that beef is one of the meats that take the longest to process throughout the body. But it can make you feel heavy. It can make you be lazy as well, you know, if you eat heavier, greasier, fattier types of food. It's just being a little bit more cognizant of the types of decisions that you're making again here by the end of the month, so that you don't feel like you are constantly stuck in states where you're like there but not there. Don't do things that you wouldn't want done unto you, which is what I'm also getting with the Two of Coins energy, right? Because it makes an infinity symbol, like of what goes around comes back around. So treat others as you would like to be treated. That is a mantra that holds true. That's a universal truth. I feel like some of you guys are understanding more universal truths as well. Some things that are going to cause cognitive dissonance, right? Because it's going to affect maybe your morality in the decisions that you've made. You're having to rethink those things. Okay. Bottom of the deck, you also have the Knight of Swords. Just a lot of swords energy here. So I feel like you guys are really, again, tapping into the mind, the mind's eye. Some of you guys, I'm getting nerves too, because in a lot of the Swords card, it looks like nervous system, like connections as well. So your nerves might be affected again. So you might have like spasms throughout the body. That might be why I'm having like the shooting eye pain. Again, I'm not sure, but you guys let me know, like, if this is you. So yeah, you guys are just really having to probably like relearn and reprogram your mind and get back in touch with your values, your value systems, because I'm definitely getting that with the Queen of Coins. You know, she's a very motherly, nurturing figure, so you might need to go back home and snap back to reality in a sense, you know, have that maternal figure, or just your overall, what do they call those, like parental guardian, remind you of who you are. And you know, sometimes people need that, because when you are so much of the world, you tend to forget or lose sight of here who you are, right? The core of who you are, your soul here, what you're here to do. If not a maternal figure or like a parental guardian, you guys might need to seek out a healer, right, for more advice, to get more insight from them or wisdom from them. You know, when people give advice, you know, they're really talking to themselves. So essentially that's, I guess, what I'm doing in all the videos that I have uploaded, right? As I accumulate more knowledge from the experiences that I have gone through, it's like now, like I'm writing letters, open letters to my younger self, to my inner child, you know, my soul as well, trying to provide breadcrumbs for those coming underneath me that may be put in similar situations that I have gone through, so that they can make better decisions as well. So I'm also getting that here throughout the reading. You guys might be that for somebody else, or again, you might need to seek that out this month. As far as love is concerned, I'm not really seeing too much love. I feel like you guys are a little bit too preoccupied here, especially with this Queen of Coins energy, with yourself and getting yourself straight, so that you can be a better partner when it's time for that, or just in the midst of your relationship, right? Because don't think, especially if you've been single for a while, that like a relationship is all like roses and sunshine and happy days. You're gonna have periods where you guys are cohabitating in the same space, but where you feel very much alone, because you're trying to work through things that are maybe only in the mind, but if not, are of the world, that you're still having to, you know, sift through and heal from. So it's just having that patience, understanding, and compassion that you can't always hold your partner's hand. Sometimes they have to go it alone. And so maybe that might be you this month. That might be the other person you're dealing with this month. The love is still there, but there are just some other things that are needing to be dealt with that are bigger than you, which I'm also getting here with the World card. Okay, so that's what's coming through. Now, as far as chakras are concerned, I would just say balance all of them. If what I said did resonate for you guys, give me a thumbs up. Share this with your friends and family. Subscribe for more, of course. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, then just hit me up in my email that I will leave here for you guys.